It's time!
Today I got time, cuz.
All you hoes, all of you hoes, you used to call me on my cell phone.
Why are you holding my phone? Give me my phone!
Anybody touch me in this bitch's eye?
I love big booty Latinas.
That's facts.
Man, at least while I'm there, I want to get a few hawkers in.
Oh my God! Did you see what Keith did?
Yeah, where were your children when you was living in Brazil?
In your girl's mouth, nigga.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You gonna help, man? He nutted on my leg.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
God know how I move.
I got beans, greens,
Perfect.
potatoes, tomatoes,
Perfect.
lamb,
Perfect.
rams, hogs,
Perfect.
dogs, chickens, turkeys,
Perfect.
rabbits. You name
Perfect.
it.
Here we go.
So I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend. Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Class is in session. My brother from another mother, international. How do you do today?
Foreigner.
What's poppin', slime? What's Gucci chat? What's going on? Welcome to another action-packed show at the Mentuition Travel
Yes, sir.
Show.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up with you?
We're here. We're here. All right, guys, we're going to take attendance real quick. We got Clay God in the building. Shout out to Clay. We got Shabby in here. Shabby says foreigner.
Foreigner.
Mangelo's in here. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Salute, salute, salute. Guys, I told you we were going to go live. We got another action-packed show. We're going to try to do back-to-back-to-back. We got to get that back-to-back soundbite by Drake when we do back-to-back shows, man. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. And maybe we'll do a little IRL later on here in Vegas. It's Tuesday, a little slow, but it might be a good day to walk around and maybe bag some chicks, show you guys the nightlife, the casinos. We'll see what happens after the show. But let's jump into the housekeeping real quick. We'll go over our fundy that we're doing. And yeah, man, let's get to it, man. Again, guys, hit the like button, okay? Likes are free. We need to get the engagement up. Subscribe if you're a Ninja watcher, and hit the bell notification so you guys know each and every time we go live. We would really, truly appreciate that, all right? Thank you. All right, before we jump into everything, guys, let's get into our locals. That is mentuition.locals.com. This is where you guys are going to see all the behind the scenes. Me and Al, you know, on yachts with baddies in Brazil. You know how we do.
Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind.
One more time.
Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind.
Okay, and yeah, man, it's free to join. However, if you want to see the not safe for YouTube spicy stuff, you do have to sign up for our locals for $9.99. We appreciate everybody that's a part of the locals. But even more importantly, we have our Patreon. All right, guys, this is how you guys are going to get all the sauce, all the breakdowns that got us banned on YouTube have now been uploaded onto our Patreon. So go to patreon.com/mentuition. We have 121 posts. Al just posted a new post. It's all blurred out there, but if you want to unblur it, hit become a member, okay? We do have some freebies on here, but if you become a member, you will get the first tier, which is the general admission tier. You get access to all of our full uncensored travel guides. Again, those are the guys that got us banned off of YouTube, how to move in Cartagena, Medellin, so on and so forth. You get exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and even more special Discord access. And next up, we have our VIP tier, guys. You get access to all of our not safe for YouTube content, priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, one free consultation question answer per month on Patreon direct message, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but not least,
Spin the check and get it right back.
if you want to support us at the highest level, guys, you can join our all access pass. This is just like a backstage pass at a concert. Okay, at the Breezy Bowl, wherever it is, you can just do whatever you want. We call it the Mentuition Bowl. You can just go behind stage and get full access to everything that we have. You even get access to me and Al, okay? So you get one free consultation per month, up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, a list of over 11,000 remote jobs, my and Al's personal cell phone number, free exclusive member-only meetups, VIP access and discounts on our merch, yacht parties, and other events. And guys, again, the Discord. I'm sorry, not the Discord. The Discord is free, but the Patreon is free. Those of you who have been looking for the Cartagena 101, Medellin 101, we have a watered down version on our Patreon for free. So go to patreon.com/mentuition, sign up for free. Then you'll be able to see all the other posts. And if they interest you, you can sign up for the general admission tier. Okay. Make sure you guys join the Discord. That's mentuitiondiscord.net. Again, it's free to join. The link is in the description below. Our Facebook group is also free. Link in the description below. And finally, we have the Mentuition Mafia, which is our YouTube membership. If you guys are, if this is too much for you, $20, $50, $100, whatever it is, again, sign up for free. But if you want to support at the lowest level, our YouTube membership is only $3.99. Again, that link is in the description below. So make sure you guys support. And we do have a fundraiser. Al, could you tell the people about the fundy we got going on right now?
Yep, I just started a goal for it on here. So yes, every single dollar that you all donate, whether it's a super chat or preferably Cash Apps, PayPals, those things, they go directly to us. Cash App is king. We get to keep all of the money if you Cash App it. The rest take a little bit of it. But every single penny is going towards us doing more things, going to more places. The first tier we're $645 away from, and it's going to allow us to bring you guys some footage of Cuba. A lot of people said that they wanted us in Cuba. Well, we get $645. We'll go there, and it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. There's not really a lot of Cuba content. So we're excited to bring you all our spin on Cuba.
Okay, yeah, man. Make sure you guys donate, man. Again, anything you guys send in today, whether it be Cash App,
Hit the Cash App,
PayPal,
hit the PayPal,
or again, you can certainly super chat in. Remember, super chat does take 30% off of what you send in. We'll update the goal. The goal is scrolling down below. At the very bottom, you'll see the goal. And as we get support, we'll update that goal. Right above Al's video box is our Cash App, $Mentuition, or you can scan it with your QR code. All right, guys. I think I'm ready. I think we're ready to start the show. Man, oh, man. So real quick recap from last show. Last show, people were really enjoying it. Shout out to you guys. We just did the Thailand review of the whole, Passport Bros, Keys, Street Team, Pob, Mosa, aka Homies Hub, Barber World, TMI Santiago, Ben Vlogs, all the drama, all the craziness. We sort of gave our spin and take on it so far. I think they have another 3 or 4 days there. I know that Homies Hub plans on staying there even longer. And who knows? I think Travel Wolves lives out there. So we'll see what it becomes of it by the end of this week. If anything else comes up, then we'll talk about it. But shout out to those guys again. I gave it a C plus of just the party. Al gave it a little higher, but I don't think it was a fail. Some of you guys, somebody put in our comments just recently before we started the show, the party was a success. I never said that it wasn't a success. I don't think it was an L.
I think it's some other people that voted on it because the votes were saying it was a fail.
Okay. Well, me personally, I think that it was still a dub, but you just hit that dub. It's like you just scraped the surface. Like you just won by a field goal. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have went the other direction, but it was still cool. I think they pulled it off, and hopefully we get some more content out of everyone that's there. Okay. And hopefully next time y'all book us though. All right. Book Mentuition. All right, man. Let us handle it.
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
Just let us handle it. All right, guys. We got a lot of topics to go over today. We got 2 or 3 big ones, and then we have some other little small ones in between. Breaking news, guys. Breaking fucking news. A Passport Bro was robbed by a chica in Brazil. All right, guys. We do have a Brazil trip coming up. The first Mentuition meetup, official meetup, will be in Rio de Janeiro. But, okay, you gotta watch your shit. Right? Watch your drinks, watch your credit cards, watch your laptops. Definitely watch your iPhones because these bitches is robbing everybody. Right, guys? So we're gonna talk about it, man. I don't know. Should we go to Brazil? Should we change it?
Chat, should we do the first intuition meet up in Japan or fucking Thailand, or maybe we should do it in the zoo, guys? Maybe Sasua would be safer, Al. I know Al doesn't want to go to the zoo.
Nah, I'm down to go. Let's go.
You're down? All right. We got that on record that you're gonna go.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Protect your phone.
Can you give me my phone?
As long as you protect your phone, you're good.
Somebody just got deleted in the suit though.
Yeah,
Somebody got chopped up.
we can do it. We can do it in Punta Cana or somewhere. We just got to go to DR. It doesn't even have to necessarily be the zoo. So, all right. So what we're gonna do, guys? Shout out to my ringer. How does that on? I turned it off. What we're gonna do, chat, is we're gonna go over this story. Our guy Skylar DeRowan gives a quick breakdown of one of his friends that was robbed in Rio de Janeiro, and he talks about the whole situation. Well, it's only about 10-minute video. We won't play the whole thing, but we'll play a little bit of it. And before we play it, I just want you guys to understand, Rio is fairly safe, not too many issues, but we have went over some stories of people getting drugged, specifically dealing with the bitches in Lapa, and robbed. So it can happen. It will happen. There's always going to be, you can get robbed anywhere. So you always got to be mindful of where you are, even in Thailand. Okay, even in places where, oh, the chicas are so nice, the girls are so nice, they wouldn't rob you, man. Get the fuck out of here. We were in Japan. Japan's one of the nicest places in the world. Motherfuckers was getting drugged there too. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Shout out to Skylar again. Hopefully we can get him on the show at some point. Here we go.
All right, what's going on, fellas? We are at Bohaka 39. One of my buddies just got robbed in Rio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys his story. I'm chilling on the beach, but he wanted me to share it out. We have pictures of the girl. We have her social media platform. What's up, amigo? Yeah, we have all of that stuff. But I don't know if I want to release it publicly yet, but it's on Discord. So if you want to see what this thought looks like, this foldable, she's a foldable, what she looks like, you can go there and check it out. Link is in the description box. But anyway, so he met the girl on Tinder. Okay. And if you guys want to see what's going on out here, I can just give you like a quick play-by-play. You know what I'm saying? What's going on out here? And this is where all the black people. Hey, look at I'm so distracted. But anyway, he met her on Tinder. Okay. So he met her on Tinder, and they actually was hanging out twice. So this is the second time that they met. Okay. She's a single mom. I believe she lives in Nithroy. She's like a 5-foot foldable. Okay. He's a white dude too, by the way. And this is the second time he got robbed. That's a subject for another video. But he told me that her demeanor switched while her demeanor switched once he told her that he lives or he's leaving in 2 days. He said, hey, I'm leaving in 2 days. He said her demeanor switched up. And she spent the night, and at or around 5 o'clock in the morning, he was still asleep, and she got up and she went to his wallet and she took his Chase card. Okay. So he didn't get notified that he didn't realize that she stole the card until
Al, you having flashbacks, man? You feel like you just want to be there on the beach? I could see Al just staring at that shit like, man, I wish I was back in Rio, man. The beach. This is Al. Yo, this is heaven right now for Al right here, guys. For real. All
right
the curly fries. Yeah.
Right there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, sorry guys. I just had to say that real quick. We'll play a little more before we pause it.
He got a notification from Chase. Okay, so she took the card and she took his building key because she thought that that she would need it to get out, and immediately she charged his card. She charged the equivalent of $700, and then after that, she tried to charge it again for $1,400, and the Chase sent him a text message notification. and then that's when he realized that the car was stolen. Now here's the weird part. So he told me, he said he had everything laid out. Now he didn't get drugged, he didn't get robbed, or so he didn't get drugged, no scopolamine, none of that type of stuff, right? She just took one thing. So he had his phone laying out, he had his laptop laying out, he had cash, money, multiple cards. So it seems like she was trying to be like a moral thought, okay? Which we're still not going to give her any grace on that. And
is there such thing as a moral thought or a moral thief? Chat. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Let's play a little more.
She blocked him on all social media platforms as well, so he couldn't get a hold of her. I told him he needed to file a police report, but he's already gone now. So it seems like to me that once she found out that he was leaving because he was here for a while, then she just said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do a cash grab and I'm gonna get up out of here at 5 o'clock in the morning." So it was premeditated. The reason why I'm telling you guys this story, is because even though Brazil is nice, you still have to be careful out here. Okay, meeting girls on Tinder. There are some petty. They do some petty things out here. Like, you know, she didn't drug him. She didn't drug him or anything. But she did get sticky fingers. She got sticky with those fingers. So, my advice to you guys would be to get the travel safe that I told you guys about. Remember the travel safe, the Voltec, get the Voltec, okay? It's called a LifePod 2.0. Make sure you pick that up and put all your important stuff in there along with an AirTag.
Sorry, I'm on mute. We'll stop it there. We're almost halfway through. Al, you've been to Brazil multiple times. You've lived there for over a year. Is Tinder and Bumble fairly safe in Rio de Janeiro, or you don't really use it?
I don't really recommend Tinder anywhere. Tinder is like the most sketchy app. It's sketchy in the States. It's sketchy overseas. So I don't really use Tinder. Bumble's not really that great for me. I don't really have great results in Brazil as much as other countries. Other countries I have way better results, but you know, you can use these dating apps if you know what you're doing. A lot of people say don't use dating apps overseas. That's not true. You got to learn how to safely use dating apps overseas, and I clean up on dating apps. Also, you know, just go out and riz regular chicks. But you got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to vet these women. I don't think he really knows how to vet women. If he's been,
I know how to move.
Had shit stolen from him twice. And Brazil is a fairly safe. I mean, it's fairly safe. I mean, it's a lot safer than Medellin. But if you don't know what you're doing, you don't book that consultation, you ain't gonna have a game.
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
Just do the research, man. There's a ton of free content out there. Flyboy Way, shout out to him. He made a video on how to use dating apps overseas. It's a really great video. Maybe we pull it up again. We already reviewed it when he first dropped it, but maybe we pull it up again. There's a way to use dating apps safely and vet chicks and know how to look out for sketchiness and things like that. I still don't recommend Tinder. I don't even really like Tinder. I don't really see a lot of baddies. I see a lot of bots and a lot of men on Tinder. I don't really see that on other dating apps. I see a lot of like scammers, bots, and a lot of dudes that are trying to be women. That's what I see on Tinder when I use it overseas, or I just stopped using it.
I'll say this, guys. You know, how nice of her to only steal his chase card. She left his laptop. She left all his other belongings. You know, his passport. And she's such a nice thief. No, man, a thief is a fucking thief, bro. If you steal my shit, you stole my shit. Oh, she tried $400 or $700 first. Then she went for $1,400. Like, bitch, you stole my shit. Okay, it is what it is. Shout out to Big Money. Cancel the Brazil trip, and I'll report your channel. Anyway,
So we're
yeah,
not fucking leaving Brazil.
yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
I'm not fucking leaving.
How nice of you to not steal all my belongings and just my one credit card or my one Chase debit card. At the end of the day, man, you know, this is why we tell you guys to lie to these chicks. Don't tell them how long you're going to be there a lot of times. You know, Al has multiple things. I won't tell you exactly what he says, but if they ask him what he does, he always says something clever. You gotta really, you can't really tell them exactly what you're doing. Even I'm here in Vegas. What are you here for? Oh, you shoot you like I'll say I usually I shoot content, you know. Oh, and then so who do you shoot for? What do you do? What's the channel name? Don't ask me all that. Your best bet, really, guys, is to just not even say what you do from the rip at all. Say something totally different, because then people will start probing, and then they're following you, and then they're, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start saying what Young Mooch says. I'm gonna be like, I'm a content creator. They say, what? For where? And I'm gonna say for Cornhub, because every time he says that shit, everybody laughs. It's fucking hilarious. So I'm gonna just start saying that. Or if they see a camera in his hand, they're like, what's that in your hand? And they'll be like, it's a PlayStation. So but yeah, you got to just kind of make up stuff to people, because like clearly she probably liked him, or maybe she didn't like him. She was just trying to, you know, get as much money out of him as possible. Oh, you're leaving tomorrow or in 2 days? All right, cool. I'm gonna steal your credit card because this is what I deserve anyway, right? Like a lot of thieves sometimes think that that's what they deserve. So she probably thought, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and get this money. So I don't know what they spend $700 on, Al. I don't know. They can't. Maybe they can pay their rent. Like, what are they doing? Are they buying food, clothes? What are you spending $700 on? Because you can't get the cash.
New iPhone's dropping. A new iPhone just dropped.
I'm getting a new iPhone, by the way.
Give me my phone.
Give me my fucking phone. Where's that?
Can you give me my phone? Why are you holding my phone? Give me my phone.
Shout out to you.
So I would say, you make a really good point. Typically, I'm not gonna flat out lie and tell a chick that, hey, I'm like, especially like a good chick, hey, I'm gonna do this and this and that and this and that, and then I'm leaving the next day. However, this isn't a topic that should have came up. When are you leaving? I don't know. I got a one-way ticket. I got a one-way ticket. I don't know. That's when they ask me. I don't know when I'm leaving Cartagena, and that's the truth. But I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to get my visa. I'm working on that. You know, whatever. But you know, I don't. There's a way to lie to them. It's not just this. But I think that, yeah, that's not like too many people. They tell them everything. Girls don't even like when you tell them everything. What do? Oh, I do this. I don't even tell girls about my YouTube channel a lot of times. I don't tell them I create content. I don't tell them a lot of that stuff. Why? So that they can go and look up the channel and get pissed and this and that. And you're with girls and you're partying and you're doing this. A lot of y'all would go and tell every single, yo, I got a Patreon and I got this and I have that and I have this and I have that. You shouldn't be doing that much talking. You should be trying to be mysterious too, to a degree. So yeah, you know, I do this or I do that. And you know, I do a few things. King, what does King say? King says, I do what it takes. They ask him what he does. I do what it takes. You don't hear King say, oh, I'm a content creator and here's my channel and here's this and that and this and that. Nah, he gives them the phone and put the number in or their Instagram in, and then they see, oh, damn, you got this million followers. You got this on you. Like, then they can see all that stuff, but you don't want to go blabbing. So I think Steve brings up a really good point for that. She said her views looking nice, Steve. Yeah, that's that Vegas. Got the Bellagio in the back.
Hold on,
that's the Bellagio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's part of Bellagio. Yeah.
Bellagio is like a fucking college campus.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how big these hotels are, and they're losing
Yeah.
a shit ton of money because people aren't paying what they're trying to charge now. So a lot of these places, these in the United States, are dying off. Show enough said, I use Tinder in Colombia and DR, but when you in the mafia, you got the game. Yeah, 100% facts. There's a safe way to use Tinder. For me, I just haven't had a lot of great success on Tinder, and I don't like what I see when I'm on Tinder, especially in cities like Medellin. You're going to see a lot of men on there, from what I've seen on mine. There's a lot of men. There's a lot of chicks on there that are scamming, trying to drug and rob you. So I use other dating apps, and they're super helpful. And you can have great success with other dating apps. I like other dating apps better anyway. The setup, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but there's definitely a safe way to do it.
What do you think about, speaking of safes, what do you think about the lock safe that he's talking about? Should Passport Bros buy the vault or whatever the fuck he's talking about and travel with that? Is that an extra layer of protection that Passport Bros could and should use, or do you just hide your shit somewhere and
Yeah, I mean, whatever precautions you take can help. We have some 2G had that one thing that was in the video that we put up on Colombia. There's certain things that you can buy to keep your belongings in, to keep them safe. I typically stash things in different rooms and things like that. I have extra rooms. There's a lot of different methods to doing it. Chica-proofing your room and making sure that all your valuables aren't out whenever you have company over. I was talking to Check. Shout out to Check. You play that Check soundbite?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't have it on here, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I was talking to Check, and he was saying he's thinking about buying one of those Wi-Fi cameras, put it in, and then just like act like he's in the bathroom, and then go on camera while he's in the bathroom, or run the shower water and see if they do anything. I've heard people leave a little bit of money somewhere, and if they take it, then you already know what type of person they are. So
you said Check, right?
Yeah.
Check in effect. Check is check.
Yeah. So there's a million different methods to doing it. For me, I'm not carrying around a safe that's just going to take up too much space. But I don't think it's a bad idea to do things like that. I think that, me, when I go to Brazil, I got my spot that I stay in every time. I got places to hide things. It's just always the same thing. So I don't really need it, but I don't think it's a bad idea. Shout out to Aaron Pasinger. He says that story sounds like the female was hurt that the guy was leaving, so she did it to hurt him and score off of him. Yeah, I mean, that's a great point as well. This dude could have acted like he was going to be there, and then it's getting towards the end, and he's like, yeah, I got to go. And she's like, what do you mean you got to go? You said that you were going to stay here.
You love bombed her, bro.
Yeah. So when you do things like that, that's why I say, like, there's a certain way that you do these things. You don't just flat out lie and say that you're gonna, oh yeah, I'm gonna be here for all this time, and then you're not. And then certain girls get mad or they get scorned, and then certain things happen. So I think that that's a great point, and that very well could have happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it happens, guys. It is what it is. We could play a little more and go on to the next video, but again, you got to be watching what's going on everywhere you are, and it just is what it is.
Your wallet shouldn't be anywhere out, though. Like, there's no way I would ever have my wallet out unless even chicks I 100% trust, I still don't really leave stuff like that out. I just always put things away somewhere. You shouldn't have that stuff out. You shouldn't, I mean, maybe your phone's out, obviously, but you shouldn't have like your computer out. You shouldn't have your wallets out. You shouldn't have, if you have expensive cameras, you shouldn't have that stuff out. So I'm sure that, you know, there's a lot to learn, and I'm sure that hopefully he learns from this lesson and it doesn't make it a third time. I don't.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's facts.
Aaron says exactly, or she was inexperienced in the game. She took one thing only, with all that stuff being out in the open. Yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes. Women get cold feet. I mean, look at the situation with Flyboy. She was probably scoped and may have even deleted a couple guys, but she, you know, we said this on the last time. I said it to Flyboy. I said, Flyboy, women, their emotions. 1 minute they're happy, next minute they're sad. 1 minute they're a thief, next minute they're an angel, right? This girl may not even always steal from guys. You know, she just might have just been like, she's, you know, down bad. She needs money. She's, you know, rent's due, or she needs to feed her kid or whatever it is. And she got frustrated with him, or felt like she could, you know, she saw an opportunity and she took it. So that's the problem.
Also, if you steal a bunch of stuff, people are going to notice. If you only take one thing, then they're not going to notice.
Yeah, it's like what happened in Peru with the camera.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. When I was in Peru, I always follow my rule. Always chica-proof your room. However, I was editing footage earlier, and then I fell asleep, and I was supposed to go out. I overslept. I had to shower, hurry up and shower change. I didn't have time to put my stuff away, and I really wasn't necessarily anticipating bringing girls home. I ended up bagging some at the club. I brought her home. My MacBook's out, my pockets out, and I think she was trying to scope me, but I was too smart for it. And then I was about to go to sleep. I left her in the room for probably about like 2 minutes by herself, and she just steals the pocket. And then when I'm walking her downstairs, I glance over, I see my MacBook is still there. And then once I got outside, I was walking her to the car, and she didn't want me to pay for her Uber. She was just trying to hurry up and rush out. And as soon as she got into the car, I knew it. I'm like, that bitch stole my pocket, because she was asking me questions about it. I knew it. Before I got back upstairs, I knew it. So it's every single time you gotta follow and stick to your rules. And then that one time that you don't, you slip up, you can get got. So I would have definitely caught her if she stole multiple things.
Yeah, guys, let's get the likes up. We're only at 19 likes right now. There's like 30 or 40 people watching, so get the likes up, please. We'd appreciate that. Also, guys, we are doing a fundraiser. Those of you who just came in, we have 35 people watching now, but it's been up and down. We have a fundraiser, guys. We are fundraising to go to Cuba. Okay, Al is going to go to Cuba. He's going to give us some dope ass footage of some Cubanos, beautiful ladies. Go out to some clubs, give you guys some exclusive shit that you've never seen before. If you guys want to see that, we have about $645 to raise within the next few weeks. We really want to get above that goal, because if we get to $2,000, so an additional $1,000 on top of this $645, then we'll go to maybe even another place, right? But first and foremost, let's get that $645 down to zero. So guys, send in your Cash Apps. Cash App is the best way.
Hit the Cash App.
PayPal is the second best.
Hit the PayPal.
And then you can also send in super chats. If you guys have any immediate questions, want us to stop the show, please support. We're trying to get that number down. All right. I want to see that number down to at least 500 by the end of the show. All right. So thank you guys again. I think we don't really have to play much more of this video, Al. I think we get the gist of what happened. At least he didn't get deleted. Skylar made a point to say he was white, which I thought was interesting. There's a white boy, but this could happen to anybody. White, black, Asian, don't matter what, who you are. People have gotten, deleted and stuff stolen from them in Rio and other countries, of course, that are all, from all walks of life. So shout out to Skylar for sharing this story. I like when people share these kind of stories, because I think it's a learning experience.
It helps us figure out, how it happened, what happened, and how we can prevent it in the future. He gave some game on a travel safe that you can buy called the Vault. And that's what we need as men. We need places where we can help each other and give each other information. Okay. So shout out to Skylar for that. All right. Next up, guys. Next up. Let's talk about DC Born Rob. DC Born Rob. We won't spend too much time on this topic because I'm not sure. We're still waiting on the story to develop, guys. But it is something to look at, guys, okay? Because we talk a lot about Colombia, Brazil, all these South American countries. But specifically, we have some breaking news from Venezuela, guys. Breaking news. Breaking news. A war may be on the horizon, guys, between U.S. and Venezuela. Okay, there have been some, back and forth between Trump and the president of Venezuela. There's been some threats of violence. There's been some battleships being put out, some practice bombings and shootings. At least that's what they're talking about. Okay, guys, don't know what's gonna happen, but are we cooked, guys? Are we cooked? Is it time to give up on South America as a whole? People are getting drugged and robbed in Brazil. We know what's happening in Colombia. Now we're going to go to war with Venezuela. It's possible that happens. Guys, I do not want to see any bombs drop. Okay? I do not. It would not be good. So we have to, pay close attention to this kind of stuff. Me and Al talked about it maybe a month or two ago. There was something going on with Venezuela. We talked about the president. Remember, the guy got assassinated there in Venezuela, and eventually.
Nah, that was in what's it called? That was in.
But I'm sorry, Bogota. That was in Bogota. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But there was a Venezuelan story we talked about. It was I don't remember exactly what it was. But it was
basically, it was a boat carrying some GERD, as DC Rob says.
Yeah. There you go. And so, but remember, Al, we were talking about potentially if Venezuela opened up, how cool that would be, for passport bros to be able to travel there. Contrary to popular belief, guys, we've said this before. Just to bring it over to the women, some of the most beautiful women that you guys see in Colombia are actually Venezuelan. Okay, my girlfriend or future wife as well. Virginia Sandhouse is Venezuelan, right? So the Venezuelan bitches be shitting on the Colombian bitches, or they're just as pretty. Like, it's basically, I think at one point it was one country. So Venezuelan chicks are super bad, and it's much more cost effective, of course, to live in Venezuela because their government is down very, very bad. But let's just play a little bit of this DC Born Rob video. Shout out to him. He just goes over a little of what's going on, and yeah, man, it's hopefully there's no war that happens. But another thing that scares me about this war too is Florida is the closest to Venezuela. Okay, so if they start, popping off, all right, you know what I mean? Miami's very close, and that could be a bad thing. But let's see what our guy DC has to say.
Showing no prior criminal record. Breaking news. Is the U.S. entering into a war against Venezuela? If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Central and South America with a special attention on Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. I do these videos for visitors who want to know before they go, as well as for expats who want to see and hear the news in English. Quick heads up. Americans in Colombia now applying for a visa need an FBI background check. Get yours in 24 to 48 hours using On Call Colombia. OnCallColombia.com. Contact information is here and in the description of all my videos. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have been watching the news or paying too much attention, but there is a possibility of the United States entering into a war against Venezuela. So hopefully this story will give you some detailed information that you deem relevant. Okay, let's just jump into the story right away. The following are confirmed U.S.-Venezuela tensions as of September 18, 2025. The Caribbean Sea, long a conduit of trade, migration, and now overt military posturing, simmers under the veil of uncertainty. U.S. Navy vessels, including the amphibious assault ship USS Iwo Jima and guided missile destroyers, patrol international waters off Venezuela's coast, their radars scanning for threats amid claims of GERD interdiction. In response, Venezuelan forces have launched multi-day military exercises on La Ochila Island, incorporating electronic warfare simulations, as President Nicolas Maduro accuses the United States of outright aggression. 2 U.S. strikes on vessels alleged to be carrying narcotics from Venezuela have resulted in 14 confirmed deaths, sparking international condemnation and vows of retaliation from Caracas. As of this date, no direct combat between uniformed forces has occurred, but the deployments and rhetoric point to a collaborated escalation rooted in narcotics policy, electoral disputes, and long-standing sanctions. This report reconstructs the verified sequences of events leading to the current standoff, drawing exclusively from official statements, declassified briefings, diplomatic records, and corroborated media reports. It avoids speculation, focusing on documented actions. The 2024 Venezuelan election controversy intensified, U.S. sanctions under the Trump administration, naval deployments in August, and the lethal strikes in September. Historical foundations: oil, ideology, and early sanctions, 1999 to 2023. Venezuela's geopolitical friction with the United States originates in its status as holder of the world's largest proven oil reserves, estimated at 303 billion barrels by the U.S. Energy Information Administration.
Real quick, guys. So a lot, as you guys can hear, man, a lot of this is about money, drugs, oil, right? A lot of these wars, it's you know what I mean? It's the same thing with you know this. Of course, this is not a political show, but you know the whole war in Iraq and certain things which also was about heroin and drugs and opioids and all that stuff, right? So you start to really peel back the layer of a lot of these issues, and it's all about things that are pretty much, some of which are illegal, right? Drugs are illegal, but somehow we're fighting these things or blowing up ships. You know, it's been proven that the U.S. has allowed drugs into the country from certain countries. So maybe it's drugs that are coming in illegally, meaning illegally, like we don't have our hands in it, right? You see them blowing up those ships on camera there. People are dying in those photos, by the way. You see those ships light on fire when those little crosshairs are on them and boom, it just blows up. That literally is people dying, right? So it's kind of fucked up. And then, you know, obviously oil and things, you know, these are things that the U.S. always wants to get their hands on. So it's unfortunate that these things happen, and we'll play some more, of course, but I just wanted you guys to understand that it's not, not something super deep. It's always typically some sort of land, you know, water, right? The Caribbean Sea, that's where a lot of ships go, or, you know, commodity or something like that. That's what happens. Al, did you have anything to comment before I?
Yeah, I mean, this war, it could really change things in Venezuela. And I think that, you know, a lot of people from what I'm talking to, Venezuelans, like, they're happy about it. They hope that, you know, that their president, they were saying, is a dictator, and they hope that he gets out. So it could, I mean, it could really change a lot of things. It could change travel for us.
The war could be a good thing potentially for the people of.
It could be, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, the problem is, of course, there's going to be bloodshed. But any kind of revolution now, we already know there has to be usually some bloodshed, right? There's something that happens where either there's a war within the country, and they're fighting against the military, or let's say our military comes in, and if we took over Venezuela, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. I think
should we add Venezuela? Should it be the 51st state? I'm all empowered. I'm in support of that.
Not only that, should we add it to the big three, guys? Now, hold on. We lost chat. Hold on. Okay, so we lost Sosua, which basically loses the whole country of DR. Let's just take DR out of it. Okay. Brazil. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But you know, Thailand and all we have now is Thailand and Brazil, basically. So we need to get it back up to the big three. Chat. If we go to war with Venezuela, can we add them to the big three, guys? I think we should do it. That would be awesome. That would be great. Because man, oh man.
You forgot Colombia. How did you? You said Brazil and Thailand. You forgot Colombia.
Colombia. So it would make it.
So it make it 4 again.
Big Four, guys. So we'll go back up to the Big Four. This is a big fucking deal, and I would gladly, with open arms, allow Venezuela to be a part of this. I'm smashing them anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I love big booty Latinas.
Okay, more big booty Latinas.
Big Money 77. If we move the trip to Venezuela, if Venezuela opened up and we moved the trip from Brazil to Venezuela,
look,
are you still going to cancel us? Shout out to Romeo. He was literally saying what I was just saying too. Venezuelan President Maduro lost the last election and stayed in power. So he basically said, I'm not fucking leaving. I get it, I lost, but I'm not fucking leaving.
Look, man,
anybody that speaks out against me not leaving is going to be arrested and prosecuted to the highest degree. So yeah, that was crazy. All the Venezuelans I talked to were pissed. People were crying when it happened. It was crazy. So he said it's a sensitive situation because Russia backs them. So then, if we go in and go to war with them, do we have to go to war with Russia too? So that wouldn't be good.
No. Yeah, that's an interesting situation. But I am all for adding more big booty Latinas.
I love big booty Latinas.
To the top 3, making it top 4, Big 4. So we'll see what happens with that. But on a more serious note, there's all these political things involved, all these countries that are allies and ops. And you gotta be careful about what you do or who you throw some airstrikes at, because we don't want to get into it with Russia, especially not at this point with all the stuff we're dealing with overseas in general right now with other countries.
Russia got them nukes, man.
Russia's not nothing to play with. Yep. And if they help Russia or Russia helps Venezuela, they have a direct line to our, they're right next to us, like super close, chat. Like Venezuela's like a 2-hour flight, 3-hour flight. So it's very, 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 very close. And then you might even see modern warfare, no pun intended, in the Caribbean Sea. So they'll probably get the Navy involved because we're both on the coast. So there'd be a lot going on here. There'd be battles in the water, battles in the air, and battles on foot. So
I'm gonna have to take my ass out of Cuba and Colombia. Cuba, if I go to Colombia, I'll take my ass straight to Rio de Janeiro. And that would be far enough. Yeah. But Mr. Goodtime says sometimes you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. And I think that's true. Shout out to Fly Out Chase in the building.
What up, Fly Out Chase?
He said there's plenty of Venezuelans in Miami. That's true.
But the price is way too high. The price is way too high, man. So, and I'm not even talking about just pros, guys. The price is high in the United States in general. Hair, nails, Uber, everything that it costs to deal with a woman, and I get it. Well, why don't you just get your money up? My money's not terrible. I've been doing well. I'm flying around the world, but, meeting a Venezuelan in Venezuela is different than meeting a Venezuelan in Miami. Let's just say that. Okay.
Even in Colombia, they starting to get up there.
Venezolanas son hermosa, añade a una lista. He's saying they're very pretty. Yeah, absolutely, Brad. I mean, the most beautiful chicks I've seen, a lot of them have been Venezuelan. So shout out to Venezuela. And if you guys ever get a chance, check out, what's the guy's name that had the big Cuba short, white boy?
Kurt,
yeah, Kurt Katz. Check out his, he goes to Venezuela a lot, to Caracas and other parts, and it's super dope. So when you guys get a chance, check out his Venezuelan videos. He's one of the few creators that go to Venezuela and do vlogs. All right, let's play a little more, guys, and then we'll go on to the next topic. But I think this is something to certainly keep an eye on. And don't want to go to any wars right now, but it is what it is.
The election of Hugo Chavez in 1999 introduced the Bolivian Revolution, a socialist framework that nationalized the oil sector and redirected revenues towards social welfare while criticizing U.S. foreign
Pause it
policy.
real quick.
Chavez
Romeo asked a very important question.
Oh, hold on. He said
Foreigner.
Okay, go ahead, Romeo.
Steve, pick one: Venezuelan or Ethiopian women.
Ethiopian, bro. I'm still picking Ethiopians. I'm still picking Ethiopians, bro.
Ethiopian or Colombian?
Yeah. Ethiopians at the top of my list for everything. Everything. They're
Ethiopian
bad.
or Virginia Sandhouse?
Ethiopian, bro. Still.
Ethiopian over Virginia Sandhouse.
The
over
Ethiopian
your wife.
version of Virginia Sandhouse is what I would choose. So, someone that looks like her but badder because she's Ethiopian. Virginia Sandhouse is super bad. My only knock with Virginia is that I think which doesn't matter because it looks great, but she did get some work done. I just felt like it just takes away some points. She can't even. She can't be below a 10, but like it just takes away like another 10. I'd have to go with the other 10 because
over her,
veneers or whatever.
She got a lot of work done.
Yeah, veneers, boob job, but she's bad though.
Shout out to the She said Steve be itching to use that foreigner soundbite.
Hey,
Steve said, Showed Up said he's lucky he can't time you out.
Man, y'all need to look at Ethiopians, bro. Ethiopian women, bro.
Ethiopians are bad.
Please. Guys, I'm going to DC, I think, in a few weeks. If I see one like at the Breezy concert, going to Chris Brown concert, which I know I will try to get some video. So we went to Toronto, me and King 68, and the baddest chick in the club was this thick, bitch. She wasn't even thick, just had a nice, big booty Ethiopian girl. Big booty. Oh my God. She knew she was the baddest bitch in the room. And I know she's one of them ones that Drake smashed, Weeknd smashed. Like you could just tell, like she knew she was bad. And every dude was trying to be on her. Telling you, man, there was Latinas there was Asians, there was white girls, there was every girl you can imagine that's lit or popping in Toronto were there. And I say the top 5 girls, she's probably top 3, was an Ethiopian. I shit you not. I'm not even saying that because I like Ethiopian girls. Everybody said it. Toronto got the baddest women in North. Yeah, bad.
You think so?
They have a lot of Ethiopians there. Yeah.
Okay.
So we were backstage and they asked, like not Bryson Tiller and Chris, but like some of their team. They said, "What's the best Breezy concert so far?" Because they've been going for like a month now. They said the best tour dates with the baddest chicks have been. Toronto wasn't even up. Toronto was like 5th or 6th. They said Phoenix, Arizona, Houston, Texas, Australia, and London had the baddest chicks. So Phoenix was like number 1 or 2. They said Phoenix had some of the baddest chicks they ever seen. And then they said Houston, of course. We do see a lot of Houston. You know what I mean? Me and Al are part of this forum, this message board. And it's usually like Miami or Houston they post like when they do like a baddie section or whatever. But yeah, those were the top 4 according to Chris Brown and Bryson's team of like the baddest hoes. So
there's a nice Ethiopian population in LA. Okay. Phoenix is a hidden gem. I hear that. My cousin's been telling me about it. Me and Steve's boy Jay that you've seen on trips with us. He keeps telling me about Phoenix. He's like, they got the bad white chicks, but there's some black chicks there too.
Yeah. They said when they went to Australia. Yeah, they said when they went to Australia, they saw bitches that were like built like Iggy Azalea, like those tall white girls with like the fat, they were saying it was just mad, bad chicks, you know what I'm saying? And in London, UK, they said it was good, but Toronto.
Baddest chicks in North America are in Toronto over Miami.
What happened?
You said Fly Out Chase said the baddest chicks are in Toronto in North America. And I'm saying they're badder chicks there in Toronto than in Miami. Y'all think?
Nah, Miami still wins, but Toronto's like the Canadian Miami. Like if you wanted this, like it's the baddest chicks in all of Canada for sure.
Okay.
It's up there with Miami, but Miami just can't.
it just can't beat. There's no way.
Toronto got the diversity. That's why it wins. Okay.
Toronto had Asian girls with fat asses. So that was one of my first times seeing like Asian girls with body and not fake body, but like the Asian girls, there's mad Indians and shit too. Like, yeah, they got that India, Sri Lanka, fucking, you know, all that shit. And then they got
LA beats Miami, Romeo says.
Yeah.
It's close. It's definitely close. It's definitely like 1A, 1B. Like LA got that chill vibe too. Like it's just a vibe being there. So I haven't been there since 2018. I think the last time I went to LA. But yeah.
Man, look.
What about Mexico? Like Mexico be having baddies, bro. They be having baddies, and some of them are gonna be built crazy. I agree, but there's some hidden gem.
I think Al lagged out there, but I don't like Mexico, bro. I don't like Mexico. I think Mexican chicks are just not it, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. Mexican chicks just like of course, like there's pretty women in every culture, but like I'm here in Las Vegas, there's mad Mexicans here. We go to LA, there's mad Mexicans. Go to Arizona. Any of the states that kind of border or are close to the border of Mexico is basically Mexican, you know, chicas. They're cool, but nah, they're not beating Colombians. They're not beating Dominican chicks. They're just not like. But again, like the baddest Mexican I've ever seen was Selena, motherfucker. That's the baddest. Look up Selena. That was a bad Mexican chick. She was fucking bad. Dime piece status. But Miami, we all know Miami has the most beautiful woman in the world. Okay, guys, it's hands down. All right. So again, guys, we are gonna be keeping a close eye on this whole situation that's going on in Venezuela. Hopefully, again, there's no war because, again, geographically speaking, Venezuela is very close to the United States. That is not a country we would want to go to war with. The further away from you are from a country, the easier it is to spot missiles or attacks or whatever it may be. You know, you don't want to be, you know, right next to a country with water in between and get into an actual situation with them. Okay, so all right, guys, let's shift gears. We got a few more videos to go over, guys. Again, please send in your support, guys. Send in your support. We have a fundraiser going on right now. We're trying to go to Cuba, trying to go to Havana, Cuba. All right, so Al is back, I believe. Let me see, Al. Yo. Maybe he's still frozen, having some internet issues. The internet's been a little wonky where Al is there in Cartagena. We'll give him a moment to get himself together. But yeah, guys, we're doing a fundraiser. Okay, we're going to be going to Cuba. If we could raise $1,000, we have $645 left to go. Let me just check to see if we got any cash apps. We have not yet. Okay, so guys, hit that cash app, hit that PayPal. And anything you guys send in,
hit the cash app, hit the PayPal.
We'll go. If you guys see the scrolling banner below, I think we need $645 more to get to our goal of 1,000, and then we're going to send out to Cuba. We're going to try to do some IRLs, and if not IRLs, we're definitely going to give you guys some exclusive footage of Cuba. I think that's lacking right now in the travel space. We got a lot of like KBS walking footage, but I think it'd be cool to like bring some chicas over, do some interviews, hit some clubs, get some inside the club type of footage stuff too. So we can definitely make it happen. All right, guys. Okay, Al, you back?
Yeah,
okay.
Shitty internet.
Yeah, man. It's all good. All right. Next on the docket. Okay. What's the appeal of traveling to other countries for women? Right? Specifically for women. What's the appeal of being a passport, bro? What, motivates a man to travel? Is it women? Is it, sightseeing, the 7 wonders of the world, going to see the Christ Memorial statue? Is it a little bit of everything? But let's focus specifically on women. We have a video by a guy named Anton Daniels. We review his stuff a lot. If he ever does an open panel, I'd love to come up to his show. He since apologized to Myron and Kevin Samuels, or actually he was always good with Kevin Samuels, but he apologized to Myron
about his views on the red pill space. He even went on Fresh and Fit and realized how delusional the women are. It's going to take a lot of men to come around, Al, to why this passport bro movement exists, to why men are frustrated. But if we're on these panels and on these podcasts talking about it, then there's obviously something going on. There's obviously a problem. Okay, we as men don't just talk about shit to talk about it. There's definitely a shift going on, and why is it shifting to more men traveling? Okay, chat. So let's see what Antoine has to say. We won't play this whole thing, but it looks like he's talking to maybe a passport bro or a guy who travels a lot, and he's trying to pick his brain and maybe ask him questions about why he's a passport bro. So let's see.
I mean, my boy got me on here. He was talking stuff, so
yeah. Anton, I don't want no smoke. This Chili P, man. You was giving me
what up?
Hey, look.
What up, bro?
Hey, Anton, I'm not gonna lie, man. I usually date women my age, and I'm starting to realize it's probably not the move. I'm gonna be honest. So me,
how old are you?
I'm 35. And
okay, you said you date chicks your age?
Say what?
You said you used to date chicks your age?
I'm starting to think maybe it's not the best idea, to be honest. Like at first I'm like, all right, like yeah, like now I want to check my age, and then me and him had discussions about it. And after I'm out here in the dating world, I'm starting to see like they got a lot of mental baggage, AD. They got kids, mental baggage. It's like, let me go ahead and get somebody that's 24, 25. Now, I agree. The 22-year-olds, the 21-year-olds, that ain't my style. That's too young. They just mentally not mature for me.
But I was younger at the time. Respect that.
Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all the honest truth. Y'all niggas is in Atlanta, bro.
I'm not in Atlanta. I live in Vegas. So let's just be clear on that.
Vegas is no better.
I agree. I agree.
No better, bro.
I can confirm that, chat. I'm here now, and it's definitely not any better.
I agree.
Y'all need to get y'all some regular chicks that ain't out here messed up.
You just also let me
be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all niggas. Y'all ready to get y'all regular chicks?
Go ahead, give it to us, AD.
Pause.
No Diddy. Y'all niggas is like modern women.
Okay.
Y'all niggas went out here, which is cool. Y'all niggas went out here and y'all lived y'all life. And for some reason, y'all thought that the chicks that was gonna be in y'all age group was gonna be innocent angels. When y'all niggas aged, hold on. Y'all niggas aged up. Now you trying to figure out where all the good girls go. Y'all fucked them all. You niggas fucked them all. Y'all fucked them all.
Right.
So now when you get done fucking them all, now you like, you know what, man, ain't no good ones out here. Nigga, y'all been busting these hoes down since y'all came out the womb. So now, in order to get married, nigga, ain't no good girls because y'all not good niggas. That's what it is. So now you niggas want to be like, oh man, you know what? We got to figure it out. These women is washed up. Nigga, they yo hoes. Y'all made them that way. Y'all made them that way. This is what it is.
You right. So now we want the new hoes. We don't want the old hoes that me and everybody else. You right.
There you go. That's the realest shit ever. Like I'm not gonna front and cap. Y'all niggas pass up on the good hoes, or y'all turn the good hoes into new hoes. And now y'all want newer hoes. And now y'all trying to take.
I don't totally agree with what he's saying here, chat. I think it's the opposite. I think women are passing up on good men. It's not men are passing up on good girls or good hoes or whatever he's talking about. I don't know what you mean by a good hoe, but I would say the women aren't realizing the men that they're with, and they're not staying, and one little thing goes wrong and they're willing to leave because they feel and think that they have options. But yeah, I mean, as men, we're gonna try to smash as many girls as we can. But at the end of the day, you know, a lot of these women are, you know, they know that the odds are against modern men, and they use that against us. So I get kind of what he's trying to say, but he the way he's saying is just doesn't really sound right.
Like the young nigga.
I think in a moment they're gonna get to the passport bros conversation. Let's play a little more. If we don't get to, we'll skip up a little bit.
Because hoes. And y'all competing
but we looking to do it.
No. Y'all niggas is an evolved version of the niggas that we was mad at in high school that had cars and was coming to pick up our hoes, except for it's a whole nother game. It's a different game. So now the 35-year-old niggas is taking the 25-year-old niggas hoes, and the 25-year-old niggas is like, man, I hate these older niggas.
My limit's at 25, so that's all I'm gonna say. I'm 35. That's it. Like she got to be older than 25.
Y'all niggas, y'all stealing hoes, bro.
That's cap. His limit is 35, maybe to date, but it's not 35 to smash. or 25, excuse me. He'll smash a 21-year-old. He'll smash probably 18 or 19-year-old. Don't that's bullshit.
Yeah,
Niggas,
but if you say that shit online, people like just people are fucking weirdos, and they just, you can't say that shit online.
Yeah, people are gonna come after you if you say that. He's just being politically correct, but I'm just giving y'all the real.
If we don't take them, they're gonna get on OnlyFans and they're gonna ruin their life. I'm telling you, OnlyFans is too easy to get on. You could do toes, you could do your weave, you could do elbows, right?
Yeah, and you niggas is dirty macking because y'all promising women that work at Five Below, hey, I'm gonna marry you, baby.
It ain't no promise. I told God that. If I break it with
I'm
God,
gonna marry you, baby.
If I break
Listen,
it with God, then we got.
I'm gonna take you out of your mama's house.
I ain't promised none of that.
I'm a passport bro, so it's a little different.
I knew it. I knew you was a passport nigga. I knew it. I knew everything about it. How much you spending, bro?
Hey,
what's the going rate, my nigga?
What's the going rate?
What's the per diem for the passport?
You just got to get them a meal and promise a visa, and then you good. You got 5, 6 of them on the team. I'm just saying.
You getting them? You knock them down 5 at a time?
It's crazy overseas.
You only got one dick.
He act like he got no friends that don't do anything.
Right. Stop playing.
Wait. Listen. I don't live the life that y'all live. I am
church boyfriend.
He more like you, if anything, AD. I'm different.
I'm gonna be honest to God. I'm gonna be honest on everything on that I love. I came up in the era where that wasn't a thing, bro. We did not go outside of our neighborhood, our city or shit. Like worst case scenario, if we went somewhere like, we went to a different city and hung out, we did not go overseas and get boxed. That honestly, that's on everything. That is new shit to me. I didn't even realize niggas was on that type of shit.
Well, yeah, man, you didn't do that because you didn't need to, or there wasn't any appeal to do it. Women back in the 90s, 80s and 90s were a lot more easy to get along with, not even just to smash, but just in general. You take a woman that I remember when me and Al were younger, you took a chick to the movies. You know what I mean? That was the thing, like that was the date. Take a girl out to the movies. We had an amusement park called Kennywood, which is kind of like a Six Flags. You know what I'm saying? So you go to Kennywood, which is again Six Flags type of like amusement park. You go in there, you're trying to get numbers. You go to the mall, you're trying to get numbers. You're trying to take girls out on dates. You're taking her out for ice cream. You're calling. You know what I'm saying? You calling her on the phone and talking to her. This is back when house phones were still a thing. You call her mom, answer the phone, or her brother answer the phone. You like, can you put Ashley on? Ashley, right? Or who this? You talking to my sister? We're from the cloth of you had to call a girl's house because she didn't even have a cell phone. Younger kids weren't allowed to have cell phones. When we were in middle school, you know what I'm saying? People didn't really have them like that. So, more so, late middle school into high school. But, like what Anton is describing is old school thought before the internet, before it was easy to see all the things that you see. So yes, I get what he's saying, but at the end of the day, times have changed and women are much harder to deal with. What do you think, Al?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I think that times have changed. Anton's kind of like a dinosaur and he can't really adapt to it. And so his mind's blown by the fact that people are going overseas to get women. He's been married. All he knows is marriage. He's from the era where you get married in your 20s and you have babies early and all of that stuff. And it's not this bullshit. I'm going to wait till I'm 30, 35, 40 to have babies, to start having kids like it is now. It's you got tied down early. So that's all he really knows. And he can't really adapt. He's kind of like a dinosaur in that sense. So I just think his mind's blown by just how things are changing. He was surprised to hear that you could have 5 a roster. Like, yeah, I mean, it's not very difficult. As the one dude said, you buy him a meal, and a lot of times you're knocking them down if you know what you're doing. I be posting receipts on Patreon. I'll be posting receipts on WhatsApp in our group. I was just with just posted some receipts yesterday. It's not that difficult. It is literally take them out for a meal. Some of them you don't even have to take them out for a meal. Hey, come over, let's watch a movie. It's super simple. And not to say that doesn't happen in the States, because you can get that too in the States. But a lot of times chicks ain't going for that. Cheesecake Factory is like a $70, $80 date at the minimum, and that's not acceptable enough for women. A lot of women say you have to pay them to take them out on a date. You gotta pay them actual money. A lot of chicks want flown out. A lot of chicks, and it's not really worth it for what you're getting. Like the return on your investment is not worth it. Whereas I'm calling you over and I order you a little fucking $6 meal at McDonald's and we watch Netflix. Like the return's way better. Like I said, I get that in the States too, but it's just easier and more consistent overseas. It's easier to have a roster of 5, 6, 7 overseas, and that's what dude was talking about. So Anton was surprised by that. You know, he's like, "Oh, you got 5? What do you mean you got 5?" It's not that difficult to do.
Yeah, and Anton is, like you said, he's a dinosaur. He's the
And he thinks that you're paying for all of these chicks directly. Like he thinks you're doing P for P. And this dude was explaining to him, like, no, just buy him some food. Take him out. Yeah.
Right. And he's also the needle in the haystack of men who probably, and I'm not gonna say he does or doesn't, but probably doesn't cheat on his wife, right? He's old school. I'm not doing this. I got that out of my system, but I don't believe people like him entirely. Like, guys, you wouldn't believe how many men I meet that sit up here on YouTube with gray hair in their beard, trying to look like they're important. They got these shows and they make money and I own property. And I'm not saying he's lying about that. These are the same motherfuckers that we see at strip clubs. These are the same motherfuckers that if the opportunity presented itself and a bad Jones said it was throwing it and putting it on him, he gonna go ahead and take it. So shout out to Anton and his show and what he represents on YouTube. I know some people have an image they have to upkeep and they don't want to ruin their image, so they don't talk about certain things. But behind the scenes, this guy could be a totally different man. So, and that's what you guys have to understand when you're watching these YouTube, people, creators. Are they real? Does it matter? Right? Some people don't care. Right? When I was doing the Unfiltered show, Eric, he was lying about everything or mostly everything, right? Bunch of dumb shit, stealing money, doing drugs. But on the show, he was acting like a tough guy. He was acting like he's so tough, but he's not really tough. And I remember telling one of our supporters of the Unfiltered podcast, I was like, yo, bro, like Eric was a fucking liar. The dude literally said to me, I don't care. I liked what he was talking about, what he represented, or what he was, acting like he represented. So I don't care. The show, he didn't like the shift in the show. He didn't like the parallel perspective. He said this show sucks now, and I'm not watching anymore. And I get it. You want the loud, crass, tough acting guy who sits up there trying to basically he's acting. So I'm cool with you acting, but say it's an act. Don't try to act like it's real, because then when people actually press you, you get exposed. So shout out to Anton. We'll play a little more of it, but I meet these guys in real life, chat, and I'm telling you, they're not who they say they are. Myron, Fresh from Fresh and Fit, all these guys, they're not who they say they are. It's not all what they try to portray online. Okay, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and play a little more.
Until I got on the internet. That's the honest to God truth. I didn't even realize that everybody was on it.
Yeah, times has changed. It's not the same like it was.
That's what I said. Times change.
So,
but I'm saying, but like, what's the allure? Why travel? Why jump on a plane for box when it's easy to knock them down right here? What's the point?
So I don't travel just for box, but I do.
It's not easy to knock them down here.
Yeah,
travel.
it's not easy.
Yeah, not at all.
The 5s and the 6s are stuck up here in America. Maybe not for you in your situation, but the 5s and the 6s stuck up. I can go get 9 or 10 for way less work, and she gonna take me serious. I'm gonna take her serious if I want to. Or
that's because you lying to them though. You selling them on the dream.
I don't sell them.
Nigga,
I think he's rage baiting at this point. He's just saying he's just doing this for content. I don't think he believes exactly what he's saying. I mean, I think Anton is good at just keeping the conversation going. So part of this is maybe his beliefs, but part of it's not. But it's not easy to knock him down here. He knows that. Like I said, he's apologized to Fresh and Fit, and basically, if you're apologizing to Fresh and Fit, you're apologizing to the whole Red Pill content space because they were pretty much the leaders of it to some degree. So, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
yes, you do. You just said it. You just said it. You promising these hoes.
I did just say that. But if I didn't want to sell them on a dream and I wanted to take it serious, then yeah. But some of them, yeah, you gotta sell them a dream a little bit. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Yeah.
Chad, I'm here in Vegas, and you wouldn't believe how many fat chicks with their stomach out, don't care, thinking that they're bad. Literally, yesterday and the day before, I think 80, maybe like 60 to 70% of the women that I saw weighed above 150 pounds. They were 150, 175 pounds. I'm serious. Like, I'm not lying. Like, you see my face? Like, this is a serious face. Like, these motherfuckers was big. Way more than me. You weigh more than the man. That's what Kevin Samuels used to say. How does the female of any animal, mammal in the world hardly ever weighs more than the male? The male always weighs more. It's like 99% of the time. So what world do you live in when, over half of the women weigh more than the men? Doesn't make any sense. So, yeah.
But don't put me in the same box as my boy. He different. Like, he never even cheated
No,
with his girl.
no, y'all niggas both no, nigga, no.
We not the same.
He's
I was raised by parents that were married and went to church.
He's the Green Hulk. He the Green Hulk, and you the Red Hulk. Y'all niggas is the same. Y'all niggas is the same, bro.
No, we not the same. I don't.
He promising hoes. He promising hoes here in America. He promising women in America. You promising them overseas. You an international promise.
Hey, my passport tatted up. I can't even lie. It is what it is.
Well, listen, y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all hilarious. Y'all ain't doing nothing illegal. So that's the most important.
We ain't on no funny stuff. Like we not no like.
All right, so but let me ask y'all this question before we wrap up.
Funny stuff. Like, I mean,
let me ask y'all a question. When y'all niggas gonna get y'all life together, bro?
Why would
no? All jokes aside.
Just because we ain't.
No, nigga. The marriage should not be the determining factor for whether you get your life together.
So that's
when y'all niggas gonna. No, bro. Listen. Honestly, bro, y'all better than this, bro.
Better than
I know we all go through shit. We all soy our royal oats at some point, but also I don't think that y'all niggas is good friends with each other because ain't nobody actually motivating each other to be better person.
We
like y'all 35, my nigga. Listen. This is some real shit. I'm being for real. When you hit your 30s, you're gonna have to start thinking about what the long-term play is because you don't want to be the same nigga that you was at 30, at 40, and at 40 at 50. You on the same path, bro.
We not. So AD, look, you only got a little bit of context, right? Right. So far we only been talking about women. Actually, I live in Vegas. I came out here to Atlanta for 30 days because we locking in, hitting the gym, and doing all types of stuff, running it up with his business, stuff like that. So you only get a small context of what's going on. Right now, we're just having a conversation about women. But if you want to talk about business, we can talk outside.
No. When I say getting your life together, I believe y'all doing well. Y'all figuring it out. Y'all gonna get money. Y'all gonna be successful. The get your life together part is that you're gonna have to evolve. You're gonna be rich. Y'all niggas gonna make a lot of money. Y'all gonna be successful.
Appreciate it.
But are y'all working on the character just as much as you working in the gym? Just as much as you working on your business? Just as much as you working on growing? Just as much as y'all working together? Are y'all niggas motivating each other from a character perspective? Like, you know what? I did the same. I did that shit at 30. I'm doing some of the same things I was doing at 25.
All right, we'll stop it there. I mean, he makes a good point. We talk about that on this channel, character. We talk about, we talk about how, even with this traveling shit, we can't go to Parquilleras every night, right? We got to figure out where else to go. We can't go to the clock tower every night. Again, Cartagena 103, Medellin 103, any 103 that we do in the future for any of our breakdowns will be outside of the whores, right? Like, we'll talk about them, of course, but I'm saying, like, there'll be other things put there for men who are interested in like I said, actually dating and or meeting women, or like I said, just going outside of the normal touristy spots. So I think as men, you always should want to evolve. I think you know, Anton's making an assumption. If this is his first time meeting these guys, who is he to call them, you know, tell them they need to get their life together? You don't even know anything about them. You don't know how their character is. You think you know their character from a 15-minute or 10-minute conversation on your panel. So, you know, shout out to him. But, you know, I think Anton just does a lot of this for clickbait. He knows it'll be a good clip. We're talking about it, right? It gets views, 50,000 views or however many it gets. So I think he's good at just, you know, creating those moments. And some of it isn't really real, if that makes sense. What do you think, Al?
Yeah, Travel Lover said, I cannot imagine Anton having any chance of winning a debate against Myron. Yeah, I think he would get cooked. I think he'd get cooked by us, especially in this Passport Bros topic. But it does seem like he's trying to learn more. It's just he's so far, but he's not going to really understand this. He's like the dude. He's like the old people that they can't use a computer, they can't use an iPhone, they don't know how to download applications, just shit like that. That's what Anton is. He hasn't evolved.
Yeah. So we got a couple more guys.
Cornell said, "How come Anton doesn't have the smoke for women who screw around?" I agree.
Well, yeah, he went on Fresh and Fit and finally addressed that and did go have some smoke with women, but that was probably the first time ever in his career on YouTube where he held women completely accountable and actually he wasn't on it wasn't his platform, but he was on Fresh and Fit basically arguing back and forth with women. So you guys should check that out because Anton came on to the early show before they brought the girls on, and he wasn't even supposed to come on to the show where the girls on. He said he was going to leave, but Myron said, you should stay and you talk to the women. And Myron just basically gave Anton the show, like, okay, you deal with it. You see what I got to deal with every day. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to entice these girls. I'm not going to say anything racist. I'm not going to be nothing because you know how Myron can be. I'm going to let Anton talk to him because he's more of the daddy, father figure looking guy, right? So let me let you see what their response is to you because you look more, first of all, Anton looks more black. Myron looks more Arab, right? So a black guy sitting there, millionaire, got money in between all these women, some of them black, white, Latino, whatever, and they're doing the same shit to him, being totally disrespectful, calling him broke, all the shit they say to Myron and Fresh, they're doing to Anton. And he has to sit there and
put a video in the private chat too that goes with Passport Bros.
Okay, cool. We'll bring that up real quick. Again, guys, like the video. Likes are free. And send in those donations, guys. We haven't got the donation yet. We want to see you guys hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, or hit that Super Chat so we can get this number down from 645. We appreciate the love and support. But if anything, guys, again, hit that like button and subscribe up to the channel. Here we go with another video.
Most delusional passport, bro. Shouldn't it be least delusional passport, bro? All right, hold on. It's like the meme. Most passport bros aren't delusional, though. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think passport broing, like, if you can do it, you know, and you just care about yourself and not the human race, then yeah, why not? Go ahead.
It's all about confidence, man. I tell people all the time because they always think, oh, because you 6'8", you get all the girls. That has nothing to do with it.
Guys,
the height has nothing to do with it. Fucking retard.
Thanks to him, I was made aware of this. This guy gotta be the most delusional passport bro I have ever seen. A 63-year-old dude goes to Colombia to date 20-year-old girls. He gets drugged and robbed, gets his entire apartment cleaned out after getting spiked. When he was asking Reddit if what he was paying to those girls is normal, people were telling him that he's being ripped off. And despite all these facts, he's still adamant that those girls are genuinely attracted to him. Now, I don't blame him for being attracted to younger women, but the delusion is insane, bro. You never want to be this guy. When I tell people to travel, this is not what I mean. He lacks so much self-awareness about the nature of the relationships he's getting into. Keeps posting pictures with his so-called girlfriends on Reddit. Brags about getting millions of views on his threads. I mean, clearly he's enjoying the attention. I bet he thinks he's mugging everybody. That people think he is him. He is that guy. No, you are not. Everybody can see that. I mean, I get it. I get that he's interested in younger women. There was a 10-year-old data from OkCupid or Bumble or whatever, showing that even men in their 50s swiped right on early 20s. This won't be socially acceptable to admit in this day and age in public, but I really feel like if most men had the ability of let's say Leonardo DiCaprio, you would see that most men do what DiCaprio does. They just don't have the ability, don't have the same pull. So I get why this guy does what he does, but it gets annoying when these type of dudes try to look down on you, try to ridicule you, lecture you about relationships. If we ever dare to bring up the fact that what they have got going on is just transactional. They act like they are such gurus for being able to do that, which is the case with this guy.
Well, I feel like a lot of relationships are transactional, though. I mean, I'm not going to throw a percentage, but if you really want to break it down to brass tacks, a lot of it is transactional in nature. So I don't know if that's necessarily a knock on these people. I mean, it's obviously way more transactional if there's no basis of physical attraction at all. Then yes, it's only transactional, which it would be for, you know, an elderly dude going to Colombia, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I look at things very cynically, obviously. So
Real thing says him. He's that guy.
Friendships are transactional too. Those are bad friends then, man. Those are bad friends. Those are the type of friends that, you know, I cut off as I did. Any friendship that I smell is meant to be an alliance of sorts. I'm out. I'm fucking out 100%. Fuck that. There's no way. I'd rather, you know, just be the guy everyone hates, but nobody can backstab, than the guy who is friends with everyone. And then, you know, as soon as a controversy happens, they leave him out to dry, or worse, they shit on him. They pile more shit on him, which I've seen 1,000 times over the years with these influencers.
Arguing that those girls are genuinely interested in him. I mean, when you have got that kind of ego, it really clouds your judgment. He can't see strength.
I thought she cared for me. I was stupid. How could a girl care for a man 51 years old?
A commenter says, she don't look at him in any picture, bro. I mean, he's got to be out of his mind to even entertain the possibility that she's dating him for his personality or his looks. The body language is crazy.
Okay.
And the
so,
co-op in his replies is insane.
Let me pause it real quick, guys. We'll play a little bit more. I want to comment on that. And I've said this before, but it's been a long time since I've said anything about that. What do you guys want? Like, what do you want? Especially if you're in your 40s or 50s and you're dating a 21-year-old, like, what do you expect? What do you want? What's your goal? And do you care? What I mean by that is, if I'm in my 50s or 60s and I'm banging out a 22-year-old chick, I'm not even thinking she's with me solely before my looks or whatever. She's probably with me because I'm established and I have money. And I don't give a shit. As long as she's giving me the sloppy toppy every night, not smashing a bunch of other dudes and being loyal and faithful to me, cooking, cleaning, and doing what she's supposed to do. Remember what Kevin Samuels talks about? Marriage and relationships, a lot of times, specifically marriage, is about duty. It's not about love all the time. Like, okay, she wants you for your money. You want her because she's young and hot, got a fat ass, and she's 22 years old, right? Everybody wants something. I don't get what, like, the love and the this and all that will come later, or maybe she's faking it. I mean, she's obviously dealing, you know what I mean? Like, as long as she's not, oh my God, this old motherfucker, I hate him, I'm just with him for the money. Every time she's on the phone with her girlfriend, or she's going and sucking some other dude's dick, what does it matter, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. I would trade in the love and the lust, or wait for it later in the relationship, to get a woman that is feminine, fit, friendly, helpful, can do my taxes, right? Sometimes, this is why back in the day, guys, marriage and stuff used to be arrangements. It wasn't always about love. It was about arrange, right? Let's just, he's good looking, he's established, my daughter's pretty, put them together, figure it out, right? Everyone's chasing love and he's crying. I can't believe she was with me, and I don't know why I thought that a 22-year-old would love me. He starts fucking crying like a little baby. Yeah, dude, you can cry all you want. At the end of the day, bro, you know, sometimes relationships need to be that way. They need to be more, okay, you're gonna get the money, I'm the money, you gonna be pretty. I'm with the money, you do tax, all right, you're gonna be my assistant wife. Right? Like, sometimes it does need to be like that. It doesn't always need to be the fairy tale Aladdin, Little Mermaid story. So I think that more people need to get a reality check on relationships and realize that, you know what I mean? Like I'm dealing with a girl now. She's just cool. We're not arguing. You know what I mean? She's not necessarily my girlfriend, but like I was telling Al earlier, like it just works. She's not up my ass calling me. I'm in Vegas. She's not wondering if I'm with a bitch, or maybe she is, but she's not pressing me about it. Like, I'm happy. As you get older, you realize, some people don't, obviously, because this dude's crying and he doesn't get it, but you realize you just want like more peace and helpfulness from women. Like, you got to be on your purpose. Yeah, you like her or you love her or whatever it is, but like, it's not puppy dog, puppy love. It's like, no, I just need this thing to work. I need this woman to work out. I need her to not get on my fucking nerves. I'm fucking 40 years old. I don't want to deal with that. I need you to do this, 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 and this, and then suck dick and do this. Like, this is what I need. And if you can't provide that, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to deal with you. So, you know, that's what you got to figure out, guys, especially as you get older. What do you want? And love is cool, and lust and I miss you, and that's cool. But you also need stability from a woman, you know, sanity, not a crazy bitch. And you need a chick that's not fucking getting on your nerves and not, again, cheating and smashing other dudes. That's it. If she wants me for my money, whatever. She's loyal. She's doing what she's supposed to do.
Belly. Bill Belly.
Yeah. So in return, I give her money because she's the thing fucking works. You know, this card doesn't work. This card does work, right? I'm gonna get rid of this one because this one's working. What are you saying, Al? Oh, Bill Belichick.
Bill Belly.
Yeah.
Bill Belly.
So, he's getting what he wants. Look at it as a deal, guys. I'm getting what I want, young hot wife, big booty, right? And she's getting what she wants. She wants a guy that has money.
Shout out to Wonderful Travels. He said, you're cooking in the kitchen, man. Chef Boyar Steve.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah,
but
bro.
yeah, it's a deal, man. It's a business a lot of times. And a lot of people are getting the bad end of the deal. They getting the bad end of the deal. And it's not really worth it a lot of times for what people are putting up with. So Steve's absolutely right. You know, both people want something. As long as both people are getting what they want, then it's a fair deal.
Yeah, that's it. But as long as we're both getting what we want, it's fair. She's with you for your money, so I'm with her because she's young. I remember I had a white girl that I was dating. Al met her. This white girl I was dating. She was an au pair. She was like a nanny. She had a big old booty. Like, her ass was fat as shit. This is a white girl that had such a fat butt that when she would walk, like we would walk by black girls, they would immediately look at her ass. Like, I know they could tell, like, oh, I know she got a fat ass. She was one of them white girls, like, damn, and it was real. And I used to just grab her fucking ass, 2 hands, like, it's beautiful. No stretch marks, nothing. The smoothest booty you ever seen on a white chick, right? And she walked up to me one day and she's like, you're with me. She's like, I know why you're with me. I'm like, why am I with you? She's like, because I got a big ass, because I'm a big booty white girl, or a BB, what do they call it? A POG, or PAWG, a fat ass white girl with a big ass, right? And I was like, I thought about it and I'm like, yeah, you're right. I was like, and she was like appalled, but also turned on at the same time. So you can't, like, that's how you game up a girl. Like, you're just with me because I got big tits. Absolutely, honey. Right? Don't lie. Yeah. If you didn't have big tits, it would be potentially, I wouldn't talk to you. If her ass wasn't as fat as it was, yes, I probably wouldn't have been. No. If you just been a white girl, maybe I'd try to smash, get some head or something, but like, I'm making you my girlfriend partly because you have a fat ass. I like the fact that you have a fat ass. I'm getting what I want out of it. Don't lose the ass, right? Stay in the gym. Keep it looking fat. That's why I initially started talking to you. So, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm getting what I want out of it. It is what it is. Get what you want. If both people are getting what they want out of the deal, then it's a fair deal. What's the problem? Okay. Shout out to Wonderful Travels again. We just knocked that number down to 640. So again, guys, when you send in support, whether it be through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or we don't have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or through Super Chat, we do add that to the fundraiser or subtract it from the fundraiser to get down to 0. All right. So thank you again, man. Appreciate you. Okay. And remember, guys, all of this, as you get older, it starts to all fall in place. I just need a woman that doesn't get on my fucking nerves. You'll see some of you guys that are in your 20s or early 30s, as you start approaching mid to late 30s, 40s, 50s. I just want to come on, let's just be cool. I don't want to argue. I got more shit to deal with. Let's just be cool. Please, I don't want to deal with it. Okay. All righty then. We got two more. Speaking of crazy bitches, we got another crazy bitch that you definitely want to stay away from, Selena Powell. Okay. If you guys aren't familiar with BMF, I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover, shout out to Rick Ross. Okay.
Maybach music.
So Little Meech, who is Big Meech's son, just got into it recently with a woman named Selena Powell, who I've actually met or at least walked past several times. Couple with King 68. There's this bowling alley in Miami she always goes to. She lives literally 5 minutes from me. I see her all the time, tatted up. She's being very inconspicuous, but I always know it's Selena. I don't ever say anything to her. I don't want to get her on our show. I don't want to get a picture with her. I just let her walk past me, but I know exactly who she is. So she's always getting men caught up, whether it be Shaq, Snoop Dogg, whoever. She guys. What'd you say?
Academics,
Offset, right? Name a celebrity, she's probably DM'd them or smashed them. She got into it with G Herbo, stole all this stuff, all this stuff. She's one of those evil women who have been in these situations around all these guys, some of which are dumb enough to make her girl, their girlfriend, and maybe even wife, and she squanders it and throws it away each time. Academics always ask her, Selena, when are you going to settle down? When are you going to settle down? I know there's some simp out there that'll take you, and she's just too busy going to the next guy, to the next guy, going to the next dick, instead of just getting out the game. And now she's one of those rich OnlyFans whores who lives in Miami and does what she wants. So let's go ahead and play it real quick. This is her basically trying to make Little Meech look crazy, which he does look crazy in this situation.
A lie in front of the internet is crazy, Demetri.
Delete this stuff. This is my reputation, bro. I apologize for saying what I said to you. Please, man.
But you said it was capped, though. What was capped, Demetrius?
Selena, I said that to get the post deleted, Selena.
Okay. All right. But now you want to make me look like a liar in front of the internet. It's crazy, Demetrius.
That's not how I tried to make you seem. I apologize for that.
Okay. So the significance of this, chat, is that we're pretty much cooked. Okay, we're pretty much cooked, and women like Selena, who just take advantage of men. She's like the top of it, the epitome of like a trashy woman that just has a bunch of clout, fucked so many guys, body count over 1,000 or 1,000,000 or whatever. How many guys she smashed. But also, I think the significance of this, Al, is this is BMF. This is, I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover, whipping work, hallelujah. This is that camp. These are the guys that were big balling in Atlanta, had money, all the bitches, and now they're going out bad. They're getting played. They don't know how to deal with women. You would think Big Meech would have taught Little Meech something about dealing with these hoes and dealing with these women, and these guys are getting caught up just as bad as any other guy, right? And this is at the highest level, right? She's exposing him for being broke, and he is actually broke. I think he's on drugs, pills, allegedly, but she's saying he's on pills, he does drugs, he's living out of an Airbnb, or his dad is. They don't got any money. They're living at Floyd Mayweather's house that he's trying to sell. She said all he does is play video games all day. He plays Warzone for money. He gambles and plays like Madden and shit. He got fired from Stars. He's not allowed on any more shows. Nobody's gonna hire him to act, right? She's cooking them and recording the conversation. And all of this happened because I guess she was posting something to her close friends. Someone screen captured their close friends and sent it to Shade Room, showing that she was with Lil Meech. I guess she had her feet up on him or something. And he denied her. He said, no, that's AI. I'm not with that bitch. And she was like, oh, you're not with me? Now I'm exposed that you do pills, that you're broke, that I've been buying clothes for you, right? This is what women do. They try to ruin you. So you guys can sit here and say, well, this is just one instance. All I'm saying is it happens to every level of man. Whether you make $30,000 a year, 50,000, $1 million, 2 million, 10 million, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all of these guys are getting divorced. They're having problems with women. So none of them some of them aren't as bad as Selena, but still, this is the bullshit you got to deal with. What do you think about this, Al?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny because Meech talks the way he talks on that show too, on BMF.
Portraying somebody that, you know, I mean, he's
He plays
acting.
his dad, so it sounds like a conversation that he's having on the show. Romeo says apologizing to a cum bucket is nasty work. Yeah, that chick's a slore. Get your passport, man. This is what we keep saying. This is why passport bros need to exist. People like that, celebrities keep getting caught up. I mean, that's not going to happen to him in Colombia, where he's getting recognized, and then they're screen recording, and then she's posting stuff on her close friends and all that stuff. Get your passports, travel, go out the country, because the American chicks are cooked. They're cooked.
This is the that's the bowling alley that we see her at all the time. My bad, Al. Go ahead.
You gotta be like, even if you're a top tier man, it's still hard to date, no matter who you are. Top tier, bottom tier, it's still virtually impossible to have a successful relationship to the point where, you know, you take it to where you want to be, whether that's marriage or whatever. And you just got to protect yourself. I was talking to Czech about that too, just different ways that I protect myself whenever I'm with girls in the States and overseas, so that, you know, it's you get hit with an allegation, you get hit with anything, and you're cooked. The allegation don't have to be true. You're cooked. And guys need to know how to vet girls better, and guys just honestly need to just go overseas. You get that in Colombia for way cheaper. You're not giving her, it's taking like 10 bands in that picture. Somebody's handing her 10 bands. You go to Colombia, you get that for $100 if that's what you want. You know, so it like I said earlier, it doesn't make sense to even go through everything that you're going through in the States to try to date these chicks. They're just going to try to get you caught up a lot of times.
Absolutely. So yeah, I mean, BBL, plastic surgery, fake teeth, you know, this is what you get.
Marriage in the States has an 80% failure rate. You know, it's why are you going to sign up for something where you're almost guaranteed to lose, and then when you do lose, you're going to lose half of everything you worked hard to build? It doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. And these hoes travel, Jat. Okay, they make enough money where they can go to Dubai, Rio, Japan, China. They finesse the game. They get big on OnlyFans. They finesse a lot of guys. They record conversations, make you look crazy, and then they live their best life. And what we need to do as men is live our best life. And if your best life is to stay here in the States, you can certainly do that. If your best life is to travel the world and smash some bunch of girls, you can certainly do that. You can do whatever you want. Be safe, strap up, don't get too lustful or addicted to the vice. But you see a lot of these women living like this, man. And I'm not saying that this is something to look up to, but a lot of women do look up to women like Selena Powell, unfortunately. And she's the get the bag, kind of girl, F over men. She'll never get married. I don't even know why. I think maybe, academics is trolling on these apps when she's going to settle down. She can't settle down.
I think she could get married if she wants. She just won't have a successful marriage. Some dude will still wife her.
Right. But successful is what I mean. Like, success, and like Al said, 80% chance of failing. Women can maybe get it, but can you keep it? And is it successful? Right? It's like a business. Yeah, anybody can start one. Anybody can buy an LLC. But did you make money, and is it successful? Or is it just sitting there? Right? So she's cooked and we're cooked. So we have to do our best to, get out of the pot and not stew in the stupid shit and the stupidity that's going on in the world. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're going to wind down here. We appreciate the support. We'll be live again maybe tomorrow or Thursday, but we are going to try to go live at least 4 times this week. And I may do a little IRL later tonight. Vegas is looking okay. It's slow, of course, guys. It's a Tuesday here, so maybe I'll walk around. We'll see. I'll let you guys know here shortly. Al, did you have anything else we wanted to go over or say?
Don't kiss these hoes in the mouth, but no.
Don't kiss these hoes in the mouth. All right. Yeah, guys. So we'll go over our housekeeping. Class is dismissed. But before you leave class, let's go over our housekeeping. I think this was a good show. Yesterday was a really good show as well. I think we learned a lot about this Thailand situation. I'd love to get Keith on at some point and talk to him about his thoughts about everything. We'll see if we can make that happen. There's a time difference. When we're asleep, they're awake. When we're awake, they're asleep. And then we kind of meet somewhere in the middle, but they're kind of busy at that point. So I'll hit him up on IG and see if he wants to come through. If not, it's all good. But you know, we'll try to figure that out. In the meantime, guys, you can join our locals. That is mintuition.locals.com. This is where you guys are going to see all the behind the scenes footage, all the lovely big booty Brazilian girls, cool DJs, yacht parties, all the stuff that we don't really show on YouTube because YouTube bans us every time we do it. It is free to join the locals, guys. You can sign up again. And you know, just put your email, password, get some free content. But if you want to see all the behind the scenes stuff, spicy stuff, not safe for YouTube, you do have to sign up for $9.99, okay, per month. Next up, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/mintuition. It's free to sign up, guys. Remember, if you sign up for the free Patreon, you will get some sauce. We do have the CTG 101, CTG 102, I believe, or Medellin 101 on there. It's a watered down freebie version, but those of you who are going to be going to Cartagena, and maybe it's your first time or even second time and you just want to get some more sauce or refresh, join our Patreon, guys. Free. You get free breakdown, okay? Otherwise, if you want more sauce, okay, hit the become a member button. We have 3 tiers. Our general admission tier, you get access to some of our not safe for YouTube content, access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and special Discord access. Next up, we have our VIP tier. You get access to all of our not safe for YouTube content, priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answer per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off of consultations, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but not least,
Spin the check and get it right back.
we have our all access pass membership. This is how you guys can support us at the highest level. You get 1 free consultation per month up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 11,000 remote jobs, access to our personal cell phone numbers, free exclusive member-only meetups, VIP access and discounts on our merch, yacht parties, and other events. Guys, don't forget to join our Discord. The Discord is mintuitiondiscord.net, or there's a special link below in the YouTube description box that you can join the Discord in. Again, it's completely free. It's basically an online community where you guys can chat about anything, really. Football, upcoming basketball season, the chica that you smashed last night, whatever it is. All right, guys, join the Discord. Also join our Facebook group. The link is in the description below for the Facebook group. Join the Mintuition Mafia, okay? If everything else I'm mentioning to you besides the freebies are too much for you, we do have a $3.99 YouTube membership called the Mintuition Mafia that you can join. Link below as well. And last but not least, guys, yeah, we have a fundraiser. Okay, guys, we're trying to go to Cuba. We want to give you guys some exclusive, footage of Cuba, lives of Cuba, but you got to send in your support, guys. We're at $640 left to go to get to our $1,000 goal. So we got to get that 640 down to 0. I want to see some more support on the next show, guys. Whatever you can, $1, $2, $5. If you guys have questions you want us to immediately answer, just send in the super chat, send in the Cash App, and we'll throw it up on the screen, man. I know a lot of you guys fuck with the show, and we are trying to hit the next country. We're tired of going to Brazil and Colombia and Thailand all the time. Let's hit some different countries. But we need your support in order to do that, or else we won't really be able to go. Okay. Anything else?
He said all access pass pays for itself 100 times over. Yeah, he's a all access pass member. Shout out to him. And that free the consultation, basically that's what we charge for a consultation. You get an hour-long consultation, so you get that for free once a month, plus all on top of all the content. Yeah, on top of all the content and the perks. If you're looking to get jobs overseas, looking for remote jobs, all of that stuff, tens of thousands of remote jobs on there that are up to date. You get special Discord access, all of that stuff. So it's definitely worth it. Yeah, man, we appreciate the support. We appreciate all of our supporters. the big time ones especially. But anybody that supports, you know, whether it's $1, whether it's liking the video, we appreciate it. We do all this for y'all. Steve was out shooting earlier. He's out. He's doing a show, and then he's talking about potentially going out and shooting an IRL later for you all. You know, I'm doing the show. I might go out later and get some more content from Colombia so that we can go and make guides. We're editing. We're constantly working hard for the channel, but we need you guys' support to be able to put together all this content. So appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I have.
All right. Well, yeah, we appreciate you guys. We're going to try to do it live tomorrow. If not, we'll do one on Thursday for sure. We'll try to get one in. We're going to try to get at least 4 shows in this week with a couple IRLs mixed in. So stay tuned for the next show. And we appreciate you guys. Until next time, adios.
Adios! Adios! Adios!